All right, let's move to the Detroit Pistons. They bring in Derrick Rose, Markieff Morris, Tim Frazier, Tony Snell, and the great Summer League superstar Christian Wood. They also draft Sekou Doumbouya and Davidas Servatas. Probably pronouncing that one wrong, and it's going to be a couple of years till we find out because he's going to be overseas for at least this season. They lose Ish Smith, Wayne Ellington, Glenn Robinson III, and John Lohr. What do you think of this Pistons team this year?
Kind of weird, I would say. I don't know if you saw that Andre Drummond's already jacking up terrible three-pointers here in preseason. But
welcome to the new NBA.
Yeah, it's true, but it does not look good at all. So, yeah, just like a weird fitting team of, I think, role-playing types that like to shoot a lot, and then Blake Griffin. And so, it's and obviously Drummond. It's sort of an odd mix, but I think that there's some potential here. I like, the coaching there, and I think that generally it's just a weird blend, but there's no reason why they can't grab that 8th seed in the East.
I just don't think a team with Reggie Jackson at point guard is ever going to go very far.
Yeah, or Derrick Rose, right?
I'll prefer Rose to. If I was Detroit, Rose is my starter. I am so anti Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, he's erratic as hell. But I'm interested. What do you think of the I like some of the glue pieces. Like I think Tony Snell is a little bit underrated at this stage of his career.
Bowen.
Bowen.
Bowen. Bruce Brown, same player.
Brown. Yeah. Yep. Well, Bruce Brown was a favorite of both of ours coming in to the draft, but I think that he has a little bit more bounce. But yeah, it's kind of like what we talked about with the Bulls a little bit, as far as trying to fill out your roster with some veteran know-how, I guess, in some ways. But it's kind of mitigated by having a guy like Reggie Jackson run the point.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting in that they have specialty pieces and not guys who can do everything. You can throw out a bunch of different lineups if you're Detroit. If you want to go defensive, you can go, Reggie Jackson and Bruce Brown, and I guess Doumbouya would be the 3 and Blake's the 4 and Drummond's the 5. But if you want to add shooting, you have Rose, you have Luke Kennard, you have Langston Galloway, you have Svi Mykhailiuk, you have Markieff Morris, Joe Johnson. There's a lot of different directions. Yeah. Tony Snell, absolutely Tony Snell. There's a lot of different directions this Detroit team can go, and sometimes that leads to a lack of identity.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I think their identity is probably to run the ball through the post with those two guys, but it's also, not a classic post-up man in Griffin, and then, you've got a chucker at point guard with Reggie Jackson, so it kind of flies in the face of what they're trying to do. I agree with that.